I'm gonna love you.
Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Dan from Dan's Chess Lounge. Today I want to talk a little bit about the French defense. Anyone that knows me or has played me in the past knows that the French defense is one of my favorite openings. It's one of my pet openings, for a matter of fact. I like it because it's a counter-puncher's opening. It's very solid, and if you play it right, it takes a lot for white to break you down. So the French defense is one of my favorite openings. Today I want to just look at a few traps and zaps, so to speak, that you can get in the French defense. The pawn structures in the French is very big and very solid, so there's a lot of traps that can arise from it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. See what we got here. First one that I want to look at is a fork that arises out of the opening. Let's see what we got here. E4, E6, B3, D5. And you know, black set up the structure right here is typical French defense structure with the D pawn being supported by the E pawn. Knight C3, Knight F6. Okay, it supports the D pawn, right? Bishop D3. Now, Bishop D3 here is an awkward move to me. Usually, you would like to support your pawn with another pawn. Like the D pawn should be supporting the E pawn. Looks very odd that the bishop right there would be supporting the E pawn. Black captures. Knight takes. Knight takes. Bishop takes. And okay. Does everybody see what the problem is right here? If you don't, pause the video. I see it straight away. Alright. It's Queen D4. It's a double attack on the bishop and on the rook. And you know what? That really came out of the bishop being played to D3. That was a very awkward move. Yeah. Let's see what we got next. E4, E6. Bishop C4 is a common move that you see. D5. E takes D. E takes D. Check. Block. Okay, right here, Bishop A4 looks a little odd here because the bishop is biting on granite, as people say, which means that the bishop doesn't really have any scope. It's just being pointed at pawns. And as you can see, black is already planning on attacking the bishop in the next coming moves. Knight F3 is a blunder, actually, because now the bishop doesn't have any escape squares. Wow, just 6 moves in, and white is going to be in a lost position. B5 is the next move. Traps the bishop. And then A4. Wow, the bishop is completely trapped. And they'll just have to sack the bishop for one of the pawns. But against a good solid player, this position is basically lost already for white. Alright. If you're going to play the bishop out like that, you're going to need to give it some look, as I talked about in my last video for back rank mates. It's the same idea though, same principle. White needed to play A3 right here at some point, or either play C3 right here That way the bishop could have had an escape square. Let's go on to the next trap. Now this one here is actually a trap for white. So let me flip the board here. It's good to know both sides of an opening. That way you know when your opponent goes wrong as well. So that's one thing that I didn't do as a beginner and coming up. I would just study my side. But it's good to know both sides of the opening, of your opening that you play. And this is a little transposition or move order difference. Black didn't play the typical e6, d5 right away. First he developed his bishop, and then he launched in the center. You get that quite often. Black must really like playing with his bishop on the with his light square bishop, his French bishop, like that. It's common. White plays knight b2, bishop b4, pinning the knight to the king. Okay. White develops bishop g2. Black takes. White takes. Okay, so the knight still pinned. You got the bishop and the queen. Black bishop and queen on the knight. Black takes here because of the pin, but that's actually a blunder. Can everyone spot what the blunder is or why that's a blunder? It's because the pin can be broken in c3. So now you have the knight no longer pinned, but it's the pawn on c3 is attacking the bishop, and the knight also attacking the bishop here. Wow. And then even if black decides to take first, bishop takes knight, that still doesn't work because the queen is going to be hitting the rook here in the corner. So the queen's hitting the rook, and also the pawn's still hitting the bishop. So that's just an example of not realizing that white can unpin. I think black forgot that the white had a way to unpin his knight there. Okay, let's go on to the final position here. E4, E6, D3, D5, knight D2, knight F6, D3, D takes E, D takes E, bishop C5. I like this setup for black here. It's very aggressive. It's solid too. Same time, there's not a lot of misplaced pieces. Black is developing his pieces to active squares. The knight's on F6, the bishop's on C5, aimed at white's weak square on F2. So I like black's setup right here. Bishop G2, knight C6. Now white's knight is looking kind of awkward here. He's kind of cramped. It's only 7 moves in, but his position is kind of passive and cramped. He's got the fianchetto bishop, and he's got both knights blocking his pieces in. His dark square bishop is blocked in. His queen is blocked in. I mean, white's going for a very passive and position. It almost looks reverse of how you would see most French games. Usually the French setup is more solid and passive in the beginning, but white is playing too passive here, and he pays for it. The bishop takes F2, check. King takes, knight G4, wow. And it looks like the king goes back to E1. Then knight E3 wins the queen, because the queen has no place to go. If the king goes back to F1, then knight E3 again wins the queen's check. Wow, so it looks like white would have to retreat to G1 because F3 is what was played in the game, and that leads to trouble. So in the game, white plays king F3, black plays knight E5, check. King has to go to F4, and then the queen comes in to F6, checkmate. So yeah, it looks like the king only had one square to go to, and that was G1. And then that was a very awkward position to play. King G1 traps in his rook. Both of his knights are still very passive, blocking in his bishop and queen. Black would have been on the full attack, so black's position looked horrible. I mean, white's position looked horrible, even going back to G1. It was probably better that he went ahead and got mated very quickly, because then he didn't have to suffer. So all right, this is just a few examples in the French defense to show you guys how you can really tear your opponent apart. The French, if they go wrong early, I really do enjoy playing the French defense. So I'll keep posting videos of some of my favorite openings and of traps and zaps, and we're going to continue with the channel and bringing new stuff each day. So all right, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.